Hi everyone, it's Rabbi Eisenberger, and today we'll talk about the death of marriage counseling. Marriage counseling is going on for years, and it's dead basically, because there's the 50% of people who get married get divorced, and there's a 50% of people who go to marriage counseling get divorced. So marriage counseling doesn't do anything. What it does is it creates friction. Because when you go with your wife to marriage counseling and you bring up all the bad stuff that she did for you, and she brings up everything wrong you did, it just creates more and more friction. And also what happens is the entire week, you go weekly to marriage counseling for years. And what happens is the entire week you are busy to gather stuff that your spouse did wrong. And your wife is also busy gathering things that you did wrong. And this is the entire cycle of marriage counseling. And that's why it's so destructive. Because I just had a person that went for a year to 10 different marriage counselors together, the couple, only to find out that they will divorce. Because there's the 50% of marriages that get divorced, and there's the 50% of people who go to marriage counseling who get divorced. Because marriage counseling just destroys the marriage. And if you don't want your marriage to get more destroyed, the last thing that you want to do is go to marriage counseling. And the first thing you want to do is to realize that you alone can change everything. You don't need your wife to change. Your wife will change by you changing, by you doing what it takes to create your dream marriage, by you doing the 5 shifts. Your wife will automatically change. And if you don't change, you wait for your wife to change and you want her to change, she will never change. And you or you will just be miserable day after day, year after year, or most people end up divorced. 50 to 60% they end up divorced because you are miserable in the marriage, you go to marriage counseling and you just bring up all the bad stuff that she did. She brings up all the bad stuff that you did. And what ends up is that you get rid of each other and you end up divorcing. And the kids are really the victims of the marriage, because they don't have a home now. They have a new father. They have a new mother. If you get married, if you stay single, they just have a new father. And they are just miserable, and all the statistics with suicide, drug abuse, everything that happens with kids from broken homes. Drop out of school. And that's why it's so important not to go to marriage counseling and not to get a divorce. And that's why you want to do right now, you want to make sure to do the 5 shifts and save your marriage, create your dream marriage. You can create in your marriage wherever you desire, wherever you want, just by doing the 5 shifts, as I described in the webinar. So go ahead, I will put the link in the comments. Go ahead, watch the webinar, do the 5 shifts, and save your marriage, and be your own marriage counselor. Create your dream marriage. Say you by yourself changing your marriage and create whatever you want in your marriage. So just go do the 5 shifts, and if you have any question, feel free to ask. I'm here for you. I want you to get your desires, everything that you want in your marriage. You should be happy every single day of your marriage.